So it's another weekend. We're down in Padstow at the moment. So we managed to find a campsite just outside of Padstow. The campsites that we wanted to try and get right on the coastline, they were actually shut. So we managed to find one that was open all year round. So we had a good night last night. It was very wet, quite windy, but the actual sun is shining now. So we're going to try and pick up, what is it called? Not the Priest's Way, what is it?
Saint's Way.
The Saint's Way. We're picking up the Saint's Way path, which will then lead us down into Padstow.
Right, we're down at Little Petherick Creek. We had to take a few little detours because the mud and the water was so deep, so we had a little bit on the road. But now we're down by the creek on the Saint's Way, and we'll follow this along until it joins the River Camel and then into Padstow.
So yeah, we're finally back on a decent bit of path. We had to take some serious detours. Some of the stiles basically had ponds on the other side of it, so we're now back on a fairly decent path. We're away from the road, got a lovely view of the little stream, a little creek running in, got all the daffodils, and it's just nice to be in the trees again, really. So yeah, really nice so far, and it's not raining, which is always a big advantage. Thank you, Lois.
It's mid-March and it's been quite mild, and the ransoms are up and they smell good. I don't know if you can smell that, but that smells really good. So we'll probably pick some of that and take with us and put it in our dinner tonight. Like a lot of these walks, any time of year it will be completely different. So it's mid-March, the buds are just bursting, primroses, wild garlic, and we have seen some campion as well. But if you come in another couple of months, there'll be a whole new spread of different flowers and plants, and obviously the trees will be out as well, so a whole different experience. Just came along round the bend and there's this fantastic avenue of sycamores, beautiful patches of lichen on it. It really looks amazing with the bare branches.
Lois has just spotted this run coming up through the hedgerow here. We've got some deer print coming up here, so it looks like something big's gone through. Maybe a monkjack or something like that. So we're right up high now, running along the top of the ridge through the woods. We've got the creek getting wider down below. That's going to run into the River Camel when we get back down towards Padstow. So this is actually my favourite part of the walk so far, through these trees and seeing all the flowers out. And it's not actually too muddy either. Beautiful. So part of the fun that me and Lois get from when we're out walking is what we can spot growing and what we can gather. So we just come across this fallen dead ash branch, and on it is some fungus growing. And some people call them cramp balls, some people call them King Alfred's cakes. They're basically a fungus that grows with these sort of concentric rings, almost look like growth rings inside it. But these are wet at the moment, but you can take these, gather them, let them dry, and that's fantastic kindling, tinder. You almost take a spark off a fire steel, but also if you burn them, they give off a smell that keeps away bugs and mosquitoes and things like that in the evening. So great around camp, just smouldering and keeping the bugs away. So we'll take those and we'll use them on our next trip.
The reason we're going to Padstow today is because there isn't any reason at all. We just wanted to go somewhere we'd never been before, so when we actually get there it'll be a nice surprise for us, and then we're hoping to go out the other side and check out the coast path and the views on the other side. Oh wow, this is nice. Little marking.
Wow, that's super cool. So this is another little inlet into that creek. Wow, are we actually going to sink in this mud now?
Yeah, down to our knees.
Yeah. Wow. We're going to go up this little staircase and hopefully at the top we'll find a little gingerbread cottage. It's so idyllically fairy tale storybook type of staircase, it's crazy.
Behind the wall, out of the wind because it's quite blowy the other side. I've got my nettles for my tea. Ben's got an instant coffee. People laugh at me because I'm constantly talking about nettle tea. It's not because I've got some fantastic, amazing recipe, it's just because I absolutely love it.
I have actually, yeah.
Oh, that must be the camel bike and path over there, disused railway.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Which way is it, Lois? So we've packed up, we had our cup of tea, which was very refreshing, and now we're back on the trail, just in another little inlet coming into that creek, and then we'll probably be back up onto the top of this hill where there's a big obelisk just before we get to where are we headed?
Padstow.
Padstow. Padstow. you found the perfect spot, Lois?
I have. Amazing view as the river goes out to meet the sea.
So quite an incredible view from this little viewpoint, looking right out to sea. So a little bit out of the wind, so hopefully you can hear what I'm saying. So this was the obelisk we were heading for. Just down there is Padstow, which I've now remembered the name of. So we're going to head down there. Hopefully it's kind of lunchtime-ish, so maybe we'll be able to find a pasty shop or fish and chips.
Oh yeah.
What are you after, Lois?
Pasty.
Always a pasty. Anyway, lovely little trip up to the top of this hill. Hopefully you've enjoyed seeing what we've been up to at the moment. So let's see if we can get down to Padstow, get some food, and then hit the coast path. So unfortunately it started to rain, so we were lured into the pub, but then it almost immediately stopped raining, so we're now sat outside. But I had to have this because it's medicinal, because I burnt my tongue on the pasty, so I've got to have a cold pint. So cheers everybody.